we get a training video for Ilya Dragunov, and they did a very good job here of videos for all the newer talent that were coming up with Lyra, with Ilya, and they did a very good job with these.
This Ilya Dragunov one, though, specifically, I was so impressed by. It looks cool, some great training shots, but the dialogue, let me just say, I don't think this is a sort of push that ever would have happened under Vince, okay? He's small, he's got a Russian accent. Vince, would have turned him into like a Russian dancer or something. Like he would have made him walk out of a Russian doll. Like maybe he comes out of several Russian dolls reveal themselves, and then he's at the very end.
He's gonna vomit because he's ill.
Sure. Instead, this guy gets this sort of treatment where he says, I drink from the chalice of suffering until hell feels like home. Like, how cool is that?
That's what I told this canvasser at my door today when they knocked.
I don't think they'll ever bother you again. But like, I legit got someone knocking on. Do you get like these people that like just come and, because I never get these people at my door anymore. It's very rare that it happens. Yeah. Well, it's such a turnoff. I can't imagine it being any sort of effective form of marketing. But yeah, I got one dude who came by 3 different times.
Oh man,
and maybe that's just me being too nice.
It just bothers me because it's like, number one, I'm not interested, and number two, you make me feel like an awful person. She's literally selling me like on like for like 80 cents a day, you can help like sponsor a puppy. And I was like, I'm not.
Just say, you don't give a shit. Fuck your puppies. That's all you have to say.
Amazingly, I'm very bad at just turning people down. I'm like, and then she gave me the out. I was like, what do I need to do? Do I have to sign up for something? They were like, you just have to go to our website. Done. I'll go to your website. I didn't say when I'll go to your website, but I will go to your website.
Yeah, but then will she say, can I come back to double check that you've joined our website?
She did not mention a follow-up meeting.
Well, anyway, I prefer my unsolicited advertisings to take place in podcast form.
I feel, but it's a tough job. I would hate to be going door to door with people, and then somehow people are talking about my actions. Let's get back to the show. Ilya Dragunov and Ricochet. This match was incredible. Ilya is executing a series of rolling Germans when Ricochet sends Ilya to the floor, and there's Ilya sidesteps, suplexes Ricochet over his head with a belly to back, and then a springboard missile halfway across the ring. Then a springboard into a super Rana by Ricochet off the top. He sends Ilya to the floor. He hits a suicide dive. Ilya goes to another side of the ring, hits another suicide dive, goes to another side, this time a Fosbury flop, and that's just to set up the commercial. And Ilya comes back, Constantine special, rolling DVD and a Cabrata by Ricochet, gets a 2 count, and then Ricochet blocks a powerbomb and hits the Poison Rana and goes for a Cabrata off the middle rope into an uppercut where Ilya powerbombs him, hits the H-bomb, and then tries for the Torpedo Moscow, but runs into the recoil, and Ricochet gets a huge near fall. This crowd's going nuts, and Ilya lands a superplex and a running H-bomb. 16 minutes, 38 seconds. Ilya wins. This match was terrific.
Really, really good first match for Dragunov here. Strong win over a guy who I think is gaining some pretty good momentum in Ricochet. Like, he is your speed champion. They made a big deal of announcing.
Why does he come out with the belt?
Because it's not a 3-minute match, I guess. And maybe that's why he lost. Without the advantage of speed, I mean, he's just not as good of a competitor. So Dragunov, I thought in the match got to show a lot of his appeal. High intensity, hard hitting offense.
Do you think Ilya's intense?
Just a bit, yeah. You could tell by the maybe 10.
It's a solid 15 on a scale of 1 to 10.
That's the gimmick, though, isn't it?
I know. I'm worried this man's like head's gonna explode.
He's a big man waiting to burst out of a little person's body, right? This along with the video, I thought it gave you a really good
glimpse of a fantastic introduction for
why you should be excited for this guy. You got to see pretty much like his all of his signature moves except for like the Torpedo Moscow. But I think also pairing him with Ricochet allowed Ilya to like you kind of take away maybe the size discussion. You know, he's the same size as Ricochet and looked just as more competitive. Obviously, Ricochet too has been really excellent as of late, and that probably has just come with like an increased spotlight on what was already a really fantastic wrestler. He doesn't necessarily lose anything by jobbing to Ilya Dragunov. He's still a low to mid card guy. So this was a good booking, I thought, for a first match.
So it'll be Ilya and Jey Uso in the second round, which will be interesting how they book that one, because Jey Uso is the big star, and I don't know if they want to be beating him necessarily. And he was not booked for this tournament.
You can beat anybody. Like, they were teasing Drew getting pissed off. Maybe that's it. Whatever is going on with the Bloodline tease that happened on Saturday might play itself out there too.